Welcome to the Daily Prayer of February 9th, 2024. Today's verse is Micah 6 verse 8. He has shown you, O mortal, what is good. And what does the Lord require of you? To act justly and to love mercy and to walk humbly with your God. Reflection on Micah 6 verse 8. Micah 6 verse 8 distills the essence of what God desires from His people into a concise and powerful mandate. This verse stands as a timeless call to live out the values of justice, mercy, and humility in our relationship with God and with others. Divine requirement. The opening phrase of this verse reminds us that God has made His will known to humanity. It's not a mystery what God considers good and right. This clarity challenges us to align our lives with His revealed standards rather than the relative and often fluctuating moral compass of society. Act justly. Justice is foundational to God's character and, by extension, to how He calls His people to live. To act justly means to uphold what is right and fair, to advocate for the oppressed, and to maintain integrity in our dealings with others. It's a proactive stance against injustice, reflecting God's concern for the well-being and dignity of all His creation. Love mercy, or loving kindness, goes hand in hand with justice. Loving mercy involves showing compassion and forgiveness, extending grace to others as God has extended grace to us. It's a call to empathize with those in need and to be agents of God's healing and restoration in a broken world. Walk humbly with your God. Humility before God is the posture from which justice and mercy flow. It involves recognizing our dependence on God, submitting to His will, and valuing others above ourselves. Walking humbly with God means living in constant awareness of His presence and guidance, seeking to align our will with His. Micah 6 verse 8 provides a concise yet profound summary of the ethical and spiritual life God desires for His followers. It challenges us to examine our actions, attitudes, and relationships through the lens of these divine requirements. This verse calls us not just to believe certain truths, but to embody them in practical, everyday ways. In reflecting on Micah 6 verse 8, consider how you can more fully act justly in your sphere of influence, how you can cultivate a heart of mercy, and how you can walk in greater humility before God. Let this verse inspire you to live a life that mirrors the character of God, engaging the world around you with His love, justice, and humility.